Hello, dear ones. No, I haven't forgotten about you. I have been keeping an eye on what's going on with the weather here, as well as the weather here. It has been very hot, and bursts of uncommonly electric heat and frequency sounds. It could sound like tinnitus to most of you, but I have acute hearing, and it was frequency noise. So let's get on with it. Irma, still a massive storm, and if you can look at the size of Cuba and the diameter of, we've got then the diameter of Irma, we've got problems coming in. And if you look, there's a lot of moisture back here behind her to the east. And it's getting that counterclockwise rotation, definitely a low pressure. Let's see what's going on here. These are the moisture fields. Everything is being drawn up from the equator. And for some of you that may be confused, there is water in our atmosphere. We are on a water planet. So the question about not having water, I guess if you're in California, you might be questioning whether or not we have water. But the artificial drought that's going on out there is keeping that in the atmosphere and moving it on to other places, i.e. we have a storm. This depression here in the back of Irma, following behind, let's keep an eye on that and see what's going on. Both of them have enough water to make landfall and another deluge. Let's hope if they do make landfall that they are allowed to keep moving. Okay, over here at the pressure zones, we're looking at a major high in the Atlantic. And then the low pressure of the weather around Irma, this depression back here, definitely low pressure. And if we look over here in the Gulf, we've got a bit of a storm happening over here. Frankly, they're planet-wide right now. So who knows what's going on. Looking at Hurricane Irma's forecast, we're looking at Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning for landfall in Florida if she makes that far. Hopefully some of the shallow water would slow her down, but this is hot water. We're looking at 87 degrees where she is right now, and that ocean water doesn't change temperature very rapidly. So she is being fed. Let's look further into the week. This is Saturday. That high pressure is still pretty set in there. Irma, landfall into Cuba, projected on this model. And this little storm to the behind, I haven't found out what her name is, his name, whatever, but we will be keeping an eye on that for the rest of the week. Now, how about bitchy? How many of you have been cranky today? Feeling a little irritable? Well, we had an X-class solar flare this afternoon, and it bombed right through us. If you can see how fast that heads, this yellow point here is Earth. And that solar flare just bombed us. And I don't know about you, but I was definitely aware of the impact. Our human animal is sensitive to these things. So if you are watching solar weather, the more you watch it, the more moodiness will make sense. And when it makes sense, it's a lot easier to roll over. Then we don't dwell in our anger and frustration, and we don't shoot it out to anybody else. The sun is shooting out enough. We should be a little kinder with ourselves and gentler on those around us when we know that we are having solar storm conditions. This is the planetary K index, and we were up in the red. Definitely caution at this point. The index, the magnetogram, is stabilizing, so let's hope this continues. In the meantime, play nice, everybody. Blessings.